will explore in this book, psychological sex differences show up in mating motivations, such as sex drive and the desire for sexual variety. They show up in the emotions of attraction, lust, arousal, disgust, jealousy, and love. They show up in thought processes, such as sexual fantasies and inferences about other people's sexual interest. In short, there are evolved sex differences in human sexual strategies, and these differences are key causes of conflict between the sexes. Within each sex, however, there exist large individual differences. Some men and women have a strong desire for no-strings casual sex. Others opt for monogamy with their one and only. Some women and men practice the art of deception in the mating game. Others opt for honest courtship. Some people remain sexually faithful. Others have affairs whenever the opportunity arises. Some sexually harass coworkers with impunity. Others are appalled at workplace misconduct. Because of these profound individual differences within each sex, all statements about sex differences in this book carry the always necessary qualifier of on average. I trust that the reader will understand this point and infer this qualifier in each instance throughout the book to free the writing of the technically correct but cumbersome insertion of the repetitive phrase, on average. An evolutionary lens helps to identify the specific social circumstances that increase and decrease the likelihood of sexual violations, as well as the specific types of men, the subsets of men marked by the dark triad of narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism, in which a harm-inflicting sexual psychology is strongly activated. Social circumstances influencing sexual conflict include laws regulating sexuality and their enforcement, cultural norms about permissible and impermissible sexual conduct, marriage systems that permit or forbid polygamy, an individual's coalition of kin and friends who can function as bodyguards, the different mating strategies being pursued by individuals within the group, defensive strategies available to potential victims, the ratio of women to men in the relevant mating pool, and many others. One goal of this book is to highlight the social and personal circumstances that reduce or amplify sexual conflict in order to prevent victimization and minimize conflict between the sexes. An evolutionary perspective is not the only one that can help to accomplish these goals, but I believe it provides an important and novel set of tools for doing so. This book also focuses mostly, although not exclusively, on heterosexual women and men. We now know a great deal scientifically about these populations, but there has been less research on conflicts among gay men and among lesbian women, among bisexuals and pansexuals, and among those across the rainbow of sexual identities and orientations. There is a critical need for research to fill this gap. To a non-trivial degree, we are all locked in the interior of our own minds. We use introspection about our minds to infer the inner landscape of other minds. Because the sexual minds of men and women differ in some respects, these inferences lead to predictable mind-reading errors. It is my hope that the information in this book helps men and women to obtain a deeper understanding of each other's sexual psychology. Sexuality is a domain that is highly personal for most people. Material in this book covers difficult issues that have personal relevance for many and which may be disturbing to readers. They are deeply disturbing to me. These include sexual deception in the mating market, sexual harassment in the workplace, sexual assault by strangers, acquaintances, and romantic partners, intimate partner violence and stalking, suicidal ideation, and murder. If you have been a victim of sexual conflict, know someone who has been a victim, or would like to prevent yourself and others from becoming